So the initial kind of concept of the book started in around kind of August time. I'm on a kind of development program, and it's publishing something that they really kind of try and instill. And since that time, we've published several articles and tried getting a lot more content out to the world. And the book, yeah, has been a kind of work in progress, and we've reworked it. The planning of it, and we've come up with different concepts, but we ultimately went back to the original, and that was to empower low-income families and who we believe are the people that get impacted in a negative way the most with pest control and with problems with pests, especially with a rising pest problem, rising population, increased urbanisation, and then things like dwindling council services and higher rates with companies like us, so with private pest control companies. So we wanted to kind of push out as much information to help everyone really, especially in domestic properties. So it's been a good driver actually, and I've just spent the last kind of 2 days in the hotel behind me, and kind of locked away in a room, and Des and the rest of the team have really taken all the pressures of any kind of business decision or like the normal running day-to-day off me, and just let me crack on and get the words out. And we brought it down. We planned it fairly well, although I had to kind of re-plan a little bit this morning, finishing off. But we planned it really well. We had 3 kind of prominent sections that we wanted to focus on, and one was our story. One was kind of our methodology and why that was so important in creating kind of interdependency, like creating one team to control and manage pests and various other bits. And then the last section was all about the kind of the pest itself, so a kind of how-to and really a reason not to hire us. Again, it was about empowerment, and again, it was a nice driver for me over the last kind of couple of days. But it's tough going. But life's tough, and it took me a little while to get going. I got the first kind of 4,000 words out relatively easy and relatively straightforward. I've managed just under 30,000 at the moment. I've probably got 2,000 kind of left to go. That's just me being a bit more of a perfectionist, which I don't really need to be at this stage, just before edit. Anyway, and that'll probably get brought down to about 25,000. But yeah, another couple of thousand to go. But once I got into it, once I started flowing and it started moving, it went well. I used things like rev.com to dictate into, and they then transcribed it. So even if I was bored or getting annoyed because my attention span's like 0, yeah, so if I'd do a couple of thousand words on the computer, and then come away from that, and then spend 10 minutes kind of talking into the telephone and getting that transcribed. If I went for food or whatever, I knew we were still working all the time, and there was still someone typing away. That worked really well, and we went from kind of 4,000 to 12,000 really quick, and then 12,000 words to 25,000 even quicker really. But it's been a nice process. It's been a good process just getting it down on paper, and it doesn't have to be perfect. We'll learn a lot from this, and it's quite nice actually knowing that first edit's coming, and we'll get it published hopefully in the next kind of 3 or 4 months. And the target was June, so like 2.5 months away. June the 19th is when I wanted it, so that's 2.5 months away. We never know. Let's hope, and let's try and drive that. But yeah, look, I'm going to expose myself as well, and kind of my thoughts, and there's some facts in there as well that I've had to use reference material to confirm. But the book will, if we can help one person with this, and the words that we put down, and our methodology, and the control measures that we put in place to help people, even if it's just preventing a rat infestation in the future, or helping someone deal with or highlighting risks associated with wasp nest, so it kind of helps or assists someone's health and well-being, then it'll be a job well done, and the investment in time and money will be well worth that. And actually coming, already from that book, then we're looking at we're going to create a podcast series specifically about the chapters in the book, and kind of a self-help way of dealing with it. We're also going to do a lot of kind of don't hire us videos as well, so people can implement simple tactics, simple control measures themselves to alleviate and deal with problematic situations. But look, yeah, it's been a nice couple of days, and it's been great to have the support of everyone to allow me just to kind of go and do this. We've got work to do, but I'm happy at the situation we're at. I'm happy we got the 30,000 words I was aiming for, and now let's get this out to first edit. And like I said, if we can help one person with this book, then we will help that one person. Thank you, and hopefully we'll get this published. Well, not hopefully, look forward to it being published. And if you have got a problem with anything, then get your nose into that book, and it will help out, I am sure.